Alright, so another update, another set of patch notes, and I kind of want to go over one tower in particular that got buffed, and I guess reworked, I should say, quite a bit, and that is the carrier flagship. Basically, in a nutshell, what Ninja Kiwi decided to do is they kind of want to reduce the RNG of the, I guess, main attack of the carrier flagship. So for the planes, it does have a powerful homing effect now. But in exchange for that, Ninja Kiwi decided to remove Carrier Flagship's lead popping, so Carrier Flagship can no longer pop leads. It has now joined the ranks of Tac Zone and Glaive Lord in terms of not being able to pop leads anymore. Very unfortunate that Ninja Kiwi kind of keeps doing that, but thankfully they did not change Sky Shredder, so Sky Shredder can still hit leads, but I'd be very sad, the day I open the patch notes and read that Sky Shredder has been changed from normal to Shatter. So I kind of want to see and go on the new map Sulphur Springs, see if I can black border it as kind of like a boat, I guess not really boat only, but boat mainly defense. Also can boat solo round 8 here, if not I could always drop a dart. I was hoping to save up for Grape Shot, but I may not be able to. Let's see here. 1 red, unfortunate. This does mean I am a little farther off. I think with a base Dart Monkey down here, we probably can save up to it. This map is pretty long. Alright, perfect. And I think I'll go for Brookville next. And so I kind of want to maybe do like a Super Buffed, I don't know, Carrier Flagship in Chimps mode. I figured why not? Guess it'd be pretty fun to do. See if the lead popping, not being able to pop leads anymore, is worth the trade-off of like more damage. I think Pierce also got reduced by a little bit. There was a pretty long list of changes affecting aircraft carrier and carrier flagship as well. Now I guess the upside to carrier flagship not being able to pop leads anymore is this does mean that you can't put the sharpening stone on Herald on this guy here. I guess, but the only kind of like, I guess maybe downside of that is that if you didn't read the patch notes, I guess I'll kind of spoil it for you, but Geraldo's Sharpening Stone no longer gives +1 damage. They removed the +1 damage from the Sharpening Stone. In exchange, this gives +1 Pierce, so Sharpening Stone just now gives +2 Pierce. So that was very painful to read as well. But I mean, I don't really know. I mean, Geraldo wasn't like really broken by the time, I guess, this patch note came out. It was really Corvus that was OP. And of course, Corvus did obviously get nerfed quite a little bit, I believe. But overall, this change is kind of, I don't know, it felt a little bit random. Anyways, I'm going to get a sub here for Submerge and support. This defense could probably solo up for a little while, so I'm confident with doing this. And like I said, it's a pretty long map and Grape Shot is pretty good. I guess I could turn this guy into a reactor kind of later on, so I get instant decamo. Whoops, also Dart Monkey, can you clutch? Nope, never mind. Also, as you saw there, Ninja Kiwi also did add a retry last round button to Chimps, but I'm not really going to ever really be using that because black border reasons. Now, when I think about it, I'm not really sure if if Geraldo even still had +1 damage, if it'd still like really be worth going for Sharpening Stone on this guy, just because the main damage of Carrier Flagship comes from the planes, not really the main attack. And this does mean that you have to get, 5-1-0 in order to actually get Sharpening Stone, because if you get Hot Shot, you can't actually use Sharpening Stone on this guy anymore. Anyways, I'm still going to go for sub early because I can, but I think this time I'll just keep this guy unsubmerged, since first camo doesn't come until 24. And I guess the little DPS that this guy does provide can help out a little bit, as well as he does have intel as well, so that could be helpful. Get this unsubmerged, and then submerge for 24. Let's get fast firing. Hopefully I don't accidentally buy a cannon ship, that'd be very unfortunate. Pirate Lord also did get some, I guess, changes. It did get like slightly nerfed a little bit. I still think Pirate Lord's still a pretty solid option overall. And I guess this Carrier Flagship buff was gonna come eventually, just because, Pirate Lord definitely did kind of overshadow the Carrier Flagship for kind of a long time now. With kind of the massive buff it got a long time ago. So Carrier Flagship just kind of fell off, kind of in the dirt, It was mainly just like, Pirate Lord got all the love while Carrier Flagship was just kind of left there. Anyways, let's see if I can save it for a Destroyer. That'd be pretty decent. I'm surprised this guy can actually solo for this long, but I mean, this map is pretty easy. It's not like anything too difficult, it's just an intermediate map. Anyways, let's get Destroyer, middle 33. And then I think next I'll go for like Alchemist, and then from there, I guess we can save up for a carrier flagship. Now because this guy can't hit leads anymore, that does mean I do have to de-lead, which means I will be getting Glue Storm kind of later on, but not gonna worry about that now. Now I do kind of wonder if maybe the reason why they removed the lead popping this guy is so that way it kind of incentivizes you to maybe, I guess maybe think about what crosspath you're gonna go for with like using Geraldo. Which I guess, like, because if you want, like, you know, the Sharpening Stone buff, you have to go for 510. You can't go for Hot Shot in order to apply Sharpening Stone. So I guess you could get a +2 Pierce there. But I mean, if you get 502, I mean, bottom crosspath already gives extra Pierce anyways. Now, Brookle also did get some minor buffs. Mainly just to, like, her later levels. Like, the main attack she does, her Revolver, does a little bit more damage. I mean, that's not really, like, anything too important just because her Brookle's main selling point isn't really kind of her main attack anyways. It's her level 10, her Mine. That's a really good ability. That mine also did get slightly nerfed. I think the lifespan of the mine got reduced from like 180 to like 150. Something around that line sounds about correct. Again, I'm not really sure about that change. It's kind of whatever. I don't really use Brookle enough to really know if that's like really a kind of a run killer, but I mean, I kind of doubt it. It's really only like 30 seconds, not really a long time. Now, it just wasn't not aircraft carrier flagship that got buffed. This guy also did get some reworks too. So basically, for the 420 cross path, the grapes that the planes shoot can actually set balloons on fire. I'm not really sure if that change is really going to add too much, as I feel like the DOT effect isn't really anything that amazing anyway. Especially when it gets like rounds 81 plus, like, you know, +1 damage isn't anything much, so it's kind of whatever. I would like to maybe see the DOT effect maybe be increased from like tier 4 to tier 5. Of course, like I said earlier, the darts, the front firing darts gain a powerful homing effect to reduce RNG of this. There is some, like, you know, damage increases and just kind of Pierce nerfs overall. A lot of them, so I'm not going to read all of them. That's basically kind of the gist, you know. Lead popping was removed. There's a new homing effect for the front firing attack. Balloons can now be set on fire, and that's about it. Some Pierce nerfs and damage buffs. And I'm guessing the reason why they had a Pierce nerf anyway is just that way, again, to incentivize a Sharpening Stone use on this guy. But I don't really feel like this would benefit much from +2 Pierce more than it would from like +1 damage. Anyways, I'm actually going to get stronger stim on this guy so that way we can have a little bit higher uptime on the main attack. Now I'm going to go for a Glue Storm next. I think after Glue Storm, I think I might go for like Brittle. Kind of get all the damage adders. I can't really add in Village. I mean, I guess I could since Call to Arms kind of full map range, but I don't really kind of want to get like spend that much money for a tower that's out of range of everything. The 80s have been pretty easy so far, but that's not really too surprising since this map is long. I guess carrier flagship isn't really all that bad, especially after these changes. Like, I think the front firing attack from the planes the damage has increased from like 2 to 4, which is pretty good, double damage increase. This is always nice. 87, there's a lot of not DTs, ZOMGs here, so I'll use Overclock to just help out a little bit. Ceramics are getting a little bit far, but hopefully it's not fine. It's not like I use Glue Strike anyway, so we aren't at our full damage potential. Our level is Brookle 14. So I think Brookle will probably get like relatively close to level 20, not exactly there. Bit unfortunate, because I think level 20 Brookle, the Mega Mine does like insane damage. I think it should be fine. 89, I would like to use Overclock here, but I want to save it for 90. Seems that 45s are going to be a bit of a problem. Hopefully 99 is not a huge issue. I'll use it now, and then I'll use Glue Storm when DTs get in. Those got like absolutely melted. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, I did not use Naval Tactics, I'll use that. Use the wrong ability here. Since it's kind of like an Overclock-esque ability, so I can't just kind of cycle between these two abilities here. Round 92, we're almost there. Assuming that we can actually even afford Ultra Boost in this game mode with the amount of money we have left. This round, I think I'll use Naval Tactics here just to burst down ZOMGs. And I can't really tell, but it seems like Naval Tactics does affect the planes, maybe? I don't know. Kind of hard to tell. A few BFBs left over. Easy. 93, I'll use Overclock immediately, and then I'll just wait for DTs to get in. There they are. Easy. Seems like we're gonna have to roll with like 95 with just this defense, which is fine. We do have mine and naval tactics to use, so I'm not really too worried about it. It's just hopefully I don't miss time glue storm. Let me use this now, since it does take a little bit of a while for 95 to actually come in. That's a lot of ceramics. And if I need like more burst DPS, I could use overclock and naval tactics at the same time. That is another option I have. We're only like 20,000 off, which is good. I'll use naval tactics now to burst down ZOMGs. Things are getting pretty far. We popped all the ZOMGs, nice. Now it's just kind of BFBs and cerams. Alright, perfect. Hopefully 95 is not a problem. Hopefully it's not. I should have used this a little bit earlier, but it's fine. I could maybe use naval tactics and overclock at the same time. That might be something I could do. I'll wait till the mine goes off. I'll use this. I'll use naval tactics. Use both. How's our DPS looking? Pretty respectable. Not bad at all. $56,000, only like 21k until our thing. And those are the last two DTs, hopefully, yep. At this point, I am kind of doubting that we're actually able to afford Ultra Boost. So I am kind of free to use Glue Storm freely, so I'll just kind of use it whenever it's off cooldown. Because I do need to make up the fact that we don't have Overclock or Naval Tactics at this point. And Fortifieds are pretty scary. Alright, Overclock now. ZOMG's rolled in. I'll use Naval Tactics. 97's pretty slow. I don't want to use mine. I think I'll save it for 98. Yeah, I'll save it for 98. Alright, so we don't have either Overclock or whatchamacallit. That's fine. I'll use this. Alright, perfect. Overclock's back up. Don't need any of the abilities, so I'll save it for 97. Balloons, I think, are going to make it to this third loop, but we should be able to clean up. Perfect. We are pretty close, but I mean, it's not like I'm actually going to be able to get many stacks. Now I just kind of realized. So I could just say screw saving for it and just kind of go for super brittle, which I was going to do originally. Okay, so I'll use Glue Storm and I'll use Overclock, and I think that's all I will do. I'll turn off auto start just so that way I'll see how much money I have left over. I think I am going to abandon the Ultra Boost idea. Yeah, like $69,000. So yeah, I'm gonna abandon the Ultra Boost idea. 98's coming in. Do need to be serious about this. So I am gonna go for Super Brittle, like I said earlier, just because why not? And I think I'm gonna go for Shattering Shells just to help out a little bit. I think this will help out a lot, and then I think that's really all I will do, because that's really kind of all I can do at this point. The only like other damage I could add is Cripple Mob, but there's no way I can afford that, so I'll maybe just get this for 99, and then I think that's all I'll spend on. 98 shouldn't be too bad, especially with Brittle now in the field. Because this guy did get buffed, so that way his damage can be buffed by things like Alchemist. So I think Alchemist will start throwing like AMD and Brew on it, which is perfect. I'll use Overclock on this guy now, and I'll use Glue Storm now. I probably should have used it a bit earlier. But as long as you don't kind of pop this around too fast, we should be fine, because I do need this ability up for 99. Alright, seems we're doing pretty good so far. Like, really good, surprisingly. Maybe Naval Tactics? Maybe that wasn't a good idea. Actually, I think we should be fine. We should have Sabo and Glue Storm up. Actually, I need to turn back on auto start. Yeah, we'll have Sabo and Gluestorm, as well as a mine too, so this should be fine. Use that. Use Sabo. And then that's 99 completed. We're not able to save up for Ultra Boost. I mean, we probably could have, but I just didn't really want to. And this defense should be adequate enough to be able to beat around 100 pretty easily. I'd be surprised if it couldn't. Let's just use Naval Tactics here. Use that. A mine just cuz. And boom, that is Sulphur Springs Chimps with kind of a carrier flagship main DPS here. 1.6 million pops. Pretty impressive kind of overall. I am a bit sad that, you know, this guy did lose his lead popping, but I mean, the damage we got in return, it's not like a joke, you know. Double damage and like losing lead popping would be a pretty good trade-off, but again, I don't really know. I guess I'd have to use this guy a little bit more. Is it better than Pirate Lord? Eh, I'd probably say just no, kind of overall. I still think Pirate Lord's probably the better choice here. But I mean, this guy is still kind of a close second overall, so I mean, it's not like a huge kind of, I guess, like change kind of overall. It's just a bit unfortunate that, you know, we lost lead popping in this guy. So yeah, that was that. If you enjoyed, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and join Discord. Link is down below in the description. Have a nice day.